All right, guys, we're back with top four Tengu Plant Format at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got Creighton on the left playing Chaos Lightsworn and John Vigil on the right playing just a standard Tengu Plant deck. So it looks like Creighton went first, sets Raikou, and then Raikou's John's Tengu. And he mills Kaya's, Jane, and Needlebug Nest. So John doesn't attack, as you can see he didn't go into his calculator, and then he sets two. So I'm glad Creighton's playing Lightsworn in Tengu format because the deck did gain a lot of cards. It gained a second Card Trooper, a second Necro Gardener, a third JD, BLS, and Chaos Sorcerer if you want to throw a bunch of Chaos Sorcerers in your deck. So here John takes 150 and Creighton normal summons Garoth and attacks over the Tengu. Alright. So Creighton Foolishes Treeborn. See, this is interesting. Maybe Creighton should have Foolish the Wolf and dealt with both the Tengus, but maybe he was a little scared of Torrential. I get it. So instead, he chooses to have Treeborn access. John MST's Creighton's Torrential. Alright, so John books the Gareth and then attacks over it and then sets one. Here comes back Treeborn, which I think because Creighton plays multiple Kaias, that's probably why he plays Treeborn. It makes sense when you think about it that way. Alright, so here, Creighton right away Valor's the tour guide. So one thing about Creighton, he's like one of the top advanced Yu-Gi-Oh players at my local, but occasionally he'll join Edison, and I don't think he's too familiar with Tengu format, but he still made it all the way to top four, so congrats to him. Playing well. I think when I talked to him, because he kind of just threw this Lightsworn deck together right before the tournament. He's like, we're playing Tengu, and he didn't even know what cards were legal, and I told him, and then he just scrapped this deck. But I like the idea. I like Needlebug Nest. So it's an interesting deck that Creighton built. We'll see if he can go all the way with this deck. Alright, so Creighton drops BLS, and John warning the Lila, and then warnings the BLS. So John's down to 3850. So he attacks over the face down, which is Necro. Hits over Treeborn. Now sets two. Oh, Creighton's got double wolf in his hand. Oh, it's not looking good for Creighton. Now the good news for Creighton is John. I kind of know what John's back rows are, and they're both dead. So they both have two dead cards. But the worst part is Creighton can draw out of his. There's nothing John can do with those two dead MSTs. That's one thing I like. If you play Tengu format, there's some decks that don't play any traps, so you can draw dead MSTs against them. Okay, so Creighton top deck the Caius, and it looks like he's gonna choose. He chooses the Tengu. John chains Econ to take the Caius. Creighton mills Necro, JD, Maxi. And takes back the Caius. Alright, Dark Hole. So now I can tell Creighton's a little upset because now he's down to just a dead. Well, luckily he top decked JD, so I mean JD's at 3, so it's far more likely that they'll draw into it. Now he attacks John for 3,000. He mills Plague. So he's got double Necro and Plague. So even if John can like summon a Catastor somehow, he's got two Necros to stop it. Oh, wow. So which one did John top deck? Either the Foolish or the Chaos Sorcerer. But at least here, Creighton's got Plague. So if he draws like a level, like any monster, he got plays. Yeah, this is game right here. Yeah, Creighton sees it. This Brio bounce the Chaos Sorcerer attack for game. So Creighton is going to take game one unless he doesn't see this play. And he does. All right, so Creighton takes game one. So let's get ready for game two. John's going first. John. Okay, so Creighton right away didn't even hesitate to Maxi, but a lot of times you hold Maxi first turn when they do Tour Guide Sangan, because I think the only time you do Maxi is like, let's say you have a Thunder King in hand, or if your hand is bad. But since I actually played during Tengu format, I was told always from like some of the top players at my locals to hold the Maxi here. One of them being Billy Brake, who won 2 YCSs in this format. I was blessed that he was at my local at the time. I learned a lot from him in that era. All right, so here Creighton activates Foolish. Foolish is the wolf. I think John's got Maxi. All right, yeah. John Maxi's the wolf, draws one. Ooh, does Crane got Caius in hand? So here, let me reset the life points. John takes 11. He's going to set 2, yeah. I'm pretty sure John cited out his MSTs. No, he doesn't have Caius in hand. Okay. I'm pretty sure John cited out his MSTs because he doesn't want to draw him 2 dead in this matchup. All right, so they've got 2. I think it is Caius. Oh, yeah. Creighton got punished there. Yeah, he did. If that is Caius in his hand. Oh, it is. Yeah, he got punished. And now John's going to search Valor. But at least he drew off the Card Trooper. Well, no, he didn't get punished because John would have torrentialed him anyway, right? Yeah, John would have torrentialed him. And here he goes. Needlebug Nest. Mills 5. Mills JD, Judgment Dragon, double recharge. Is that what he milled? And I think he milled. And I think he milled a Needlebug Nest. All right, so Crane Goldsark's charge. So what's his hand? Pot of Avarice. So he puts Trooper, BLS, Wolf. Why did he put Wolf back? Double Crow. I guess he wants to keep JD. Oh, I think I know why. He wants to keep, obviously, Treeborn and Plague in there. He wants to keep Maxi and JD because he has Monster Reincarnation. So, yeah, he wants to go Monster Reincarnation and potentially grab back Maxi. He has a JD in his hand already, so I think that's what he's going to do. Maybe this is another reason maybe why Creighton decided to Maxi early on in the game, because he's like, I play a bunch of Monster Reincarnation, so I can go get Maxi whenever I want. Man, this has been a long turn. Okay, so at the end phase, John activates Scapegoat. So what's Crane's hand? Crane's hand is Maxi, DD Crow, JD, Caius. Okay, don't want summon Valor. Crane's obviously going to Maxi here. So he synchros for Formula. Draws 1. So now Crane's hand is Crow, Caius. I think he drew another Needlebug Nest. Yep. Torrential. Okay, does he drop? I think he's going to drop the Caius here. Yeah, but John chains Formula's effect. Maybe Creighton, like I said, Creighton's a little new to this format, so maybe he didn't see that coming. But I don't think there's anything else Creighton could have done. Because what's his hand? Like JD Crow, so he had to do this play no matter what. Now Creighton has to make a choice. Does he top for play or does he just crash? Okay, so he chooses to make a play here. Okay, so he draws one. Okay, yes. This is how you know Crane's new to the format. He didn't know that Librarian draws a card. All right, so John takes 300 and Crane gains 24. So we're at 10,466, and now Crane sets 2. Now John normal summons Tengu. Normal summons Tengu, activates 1-for-1, discards. So no Maxi from Creighton. Discards Tengu. But we know he's got Crow, Torrential, and Needlebug Nest. Those are Creighton's 4 cards. Let's see what he can do. John 1-for-1s. Which is funny because when I play this deck, I side out 1-for-1 and Debris Dragon, game 2 and 3 because of Maxi. It's funny that John kept it in. Alright, so he mills Bulb, mills Thunder King off the Bulb, and Creighton crows the Bulb. So John's checking his grave. So he either has Avarice. Oh no, he's got BLS or Cal Sorcerer. So he calls priority to banish the Thought Ruler. Alright, so now all Creighton has is Needlebug Nest. And he passes. Okay, grabs back Charge. So he's got Charge, JD. Activates Charge, mills Trooper, Raikou, Lila. Searches Lumina. Okay, so it's, oh, he top decked JD. No, he put JD on top for Plague, right? Yeah, that's what it was. So he mills another, so he mills Necro. Okay, so he's checking his grave to see how many Lightsworns he has. He only has 2. Look at all those cards he's milled, but only 2 Lightsworn. I think that's just the issue because he plays a lot of like dark cards, maxis and stuff. Okay, so he summons Lumina, attacks into Gores. So, but Creighton just needs to hit 1 Lightsworn, right? There's one. Wolf Jane. Okay, so Judgment Dragon's coming down next turn if John can't stop it. Okay, so this is actually my second time watching this particular game, so I know what happens is what's about to happen is sick. John is really, I think John is the best Tengu player at my local. Now, I don't agree with the way he side decked, but as just play style, I think he's the best. That's why I picked him to be my teammate at the YCS in Las Vegas. He was my Tengu player. I played Edison. So here he goes Debris. Bring back Maxi. So he's gonna Trish. He's gonna Trish Creighton here. Now Creighton should have chained Necro to Trish's effect, I think, but he's asking them, "Are you gonna chain anything?" And Creighton lets it resolve. So John is gonna get rid of the Necro. Yeah, John's gonna get rid of the Necro, and the JD. Now he is not gonna banish the Wolf. He's gonna leave the Wolf on the field. And remember, Creighton is at 10,400. And this is game right here. This is a sick play by John. Also, John's won twice already with Tengu on the channel. He actually won the last Tengu tournament we did on the channel. And he didn't go undefeated that day. But he did go undefeated this day up until this round. So we'll see if he can continue the undefeated streak. So yeah, that's game. That's actually 10,000. So basically, Creighton's gonna take 1,000. It's 27. It's basically the Gores. Yeah, the Gores and the Trish are hitting Creighton directly. So that's 54 plus 2 Wolves to him directly. That's like 9,000 something damage and then 21. So yeah, this is game, even though Creighton was at 10,400. Leech in the Light is powerful. You guys just saw the power, how John just ended the game. Anyway, game 3, Creighton double Gold Sarks charge and recharge, and passes. So his hand is Valor, Maxi, Monster Reincarnation, and Crow. So 3. Hold on, I can't stop laughing. Okay, so he attacks Sangan. I'm not surprised that Creighton, the advanced regular Yu-Gi-Oh player, has 3 hand traps in his hand. Crow, Maxi, maybe he feels more at home this way. He's thinking, oh, I got Ash, Imperm, Nibiru. All right, okay, looks like he remembered to mill. So he mills Raikou, recharge. All right, John summons Thunder King. Attacks into Jane, so Creighton takes 100, so 79 AK. 3 hand traps. Did he just draw a 4th hand trap? Okay, so he drew both the charge and the recharge. But he can't recharge, but at least he can get rid of the Thunder King here. Oh, he Baylors him. Okay, so now he can't run over the Thunder King or activate his charge. And he can't activate his recharge either. Oh yeah, he drew double crow. So Creighton drew 4 hand traps. If only this was regular Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, so here he summons Tengu, attacks him for 18 total. Yeah, 18. So yeah, Creighton's hand is Maxi, Valor, Crow, Recharge, Charge. He needs a Lightsworn bad. Now John sets him on, sets a back row. Creighton needs any Lightsworn. What did he set? Necro? Oh, Caius. Oh, that was a good one, but he Valors. And he Maxis. So 2 hand traps were dumped by Creighton. What did he draw, though? So we know he has Charge, DD Crow, and another card. Oh, Raiko. Okay, so he drew the Lightsworn. He's at 61. John didn't attack. Huh. I wonder why he didn't attack. So here comes Recharge. He recharges Arcus. Mills Foolish and JD. Okay, so I think he wants to Raiko and get rid of the Thunder King. Oh, but John drew a second one. Maybe John. I think John has. Does John have like a solemn or something to stop the back row? Because he slammed that Thunder King down with confidence. I think he has solemn. Maybe he sides Starlight Road as well for Lightsworn. It's possible. So Creighton chooses the Raiko and not the Thunder King. Oh! Oh my god. That's crazy. Oh man. I can't believe what I'm watching. He milled double wolf off that Raiko, and now he can out both those Thunder Kings. If because I'm making the read that John's got a solemn back there. That's my read. I could be wrong, but that's just my read. Wait, oh, and John couldn't even max E because it was in the damage step because he attacked into the Raiko. Whew. Oh, he's gonna go for Trish. Okay. Yeah, so he's gonna synchro one of the Thunder Kings. Okay, so here comes Trish. So luckily you can't Crow your own graveyard. That's one good news. So Creighton couldn't chain Crow to that Reborn. So let's see, Trish. He's gonna get rid of one of the wolves. Wolf, JD, and he's gonna roll the dice. Gets the recharge. But you already attacked, so okay. So Creighton's got Crow, charge. He just drew into Gores. That's a good draw. This has been an exciting third game. All right, now there's a charge. And this time, John Max sees the wolf. Oh my god. Creighton's the man. This man milled all 3 wolves game 3, trying to get to the finals. Now, Creighton's never won on the channel. He's been in the finals one time, but it was in Edison. And like I said, John's already won 2 Tengu tournaments. He's won how many times on the channels? 5 times. He's won 5 times on the channel. Okay, so here, Creighton protects the wolf with Necrogarna. So oh man. 61-78. Hopefully I didn't mess up life points. He Raikos to Trish, and John Valors. I want to see what that back row was. The one of those back rows I believe is Solemn or Starlight Road. The one that's closest or further away from John's deck. Okay, so he's got Crow, Gore's Reincarnation. So he attacks Dandy, 2 tokens. And Creighton's going to kill both tokens. All right, passes. Let's see, what can John do? See, attacks for, what, 600? So I have him 55-78. Oh, no, Creighton drew Judgment Dragon. Oh, man. How many Lightsworns does Creighton have, though? Or are they in time? Oh, no. I know who wins, but I don't remember how the match ended. Okay, so he drops JD. Okay, it was Warning. I thought it was Solemn. I thought that one was Solemn. So Warning's a JD, but now Creighton could. Okay, so it's Needlebug Nest. Yeah, so uh, what day? This was on a Saturday because they're looking. I think there was some other event going on in the background. That's what they're looking at. Okay, pretty good mill. At least you milled a plague. Okay, so he's gonna go for plague. Okay, books the plague. Now you can reincarnate the JD if you want. If Creighton wants to. Or he can keep the crow and wait for next turn. Let's see what he decides to do. He has a normal summoned, so let's see what Creighton decides to do. So he does get the JD back, but you don't even have to blow up the field. You can just special JD, attack over Trish. Yep. 21. So that's 21, 24 total. So 55, 34. Mills Gores, card destruction. Ooh, card destruction and Lightsworn. I don't see that often. I like it. I like Creighton's deck. I'm so glad he entered because I've been wanting to play Lightsworn in Tengu format myself. Just because the triple JD BLS makes a deck so much more fun. Compared to like in Edison, it's not as fun. 2 JDs. I'd rather have the third JD and the BLS. Okay, so let's see. What's John gonna do? How does he get out of this? I don't think Crane's got Necro in the grave. He has one removed. This has been a good game though. Creighton used almost all his hand tracks, except I think the only ones he didn't use were the crows. He uses Max C's, he uses Veiler. John uses Veilers, uses Max C. Okay, so John summons Tour Guide. Okay, yeah, they were watching some. I think they were watching some UFC fight in the background. That's why they kept looking over there. Yeah. That's what I think. That's what was happening. But John's like all business. Like, I'm trying to win. I'm trying to get to the finals. I need to get another Tengu win. All right, so Tour Guide. Does he have like a Levier play? You see John's thinking. He definitely has plays. So he's checking Creighton's graveyard. And you know Creighton's got Plague down there as well. Okay, 1-for-1. So John kept 1-for-1 in. I always side that card out. Oh, okay. So yeah, he definitely does have plays. So he can make Armory Arm here. Okay, so he can make Armory Arm. Now John put a dice on that tour guy so he knows he can't synchro with it. Good thing he caught it. So now he can make an 8. So he can make a Scrap. I don't think he plays Colossal. So I think he's going to make Scrap Dragon. Yeah, Scrap Dragon. Attack over... Who do you attack over here, though? So you kill the Plague. Kill the Wolf. Crane takes 7. And then pops the JD and leaves him with a defense mode Raikou. Alright, so they're both kind of top decking. But John's got a Scrap Dragon. Well played by John. Attacks over Raikou. Normal summons Thunder King. Ooh. What's in Crane's graveyard, though? Is Torrential or Mirror Force gone? So 48-34. So Thunder King was a good draw for John because now Creighton, if he tries to like... If he top decks a boss monster, he can just negate it with Thunder King. Alright, he passes. Let's see what John... Oh, no, now you're scared of Mirror Force? No. $19... $28. So you leave Crane at 100. So now Creighton can't drop can't blow up the field if he somehow gets through your Thunder King. Okay, so it's Needlebug Nest, Goldsark, Needlebug, Treeborn, Caius, Avarice. So I guess he did a draw phase, so now he gets Treeborn back to buy him some time, potentially. Caius would be insane. No, but Crane's hand is Crow, JD. So all he can do is... So what do you do if you're Creighton? Just try to buy some time? But you're at 100. Isn't this game right here? Yeah, this looks like game. And attack for game. So congrats to John. Is going back to another finals, trying to get his third Tengu win on the channel. He did go undefeated this day up until the finals, but we'll see if he can pull off and get that third win on the channel. 6th overall if he does win the finals. Yeah, we'll be back soon for that one. Bye, guys.